Black and White Network fans, we are back with another video, and as you guys know, Joe Biden has no desire to enforce the law at the border. He has no desire to stop illegal immigration. Joe Biden is a lawless man, and the people of Texas have been suffering long enough. Now, last week we found out that Title 42, actually probably a couple of weeks ago, Title 42 would be ending, and that illegal immigration would be now worse than ever. Folks, we're on pace to have something like 6 million people cross the border illegally into this country. And that's on Joe Biden right there. But Greg Abbott said that, all right, Joe Biden wants to play games. He's the governor of Texas. And Greg Abbott now will protect Texans from Joe Biden. He said that he would bus illegal aliens to Washington, D.C. And what happened? Jen Psaki said, oh, no, he's bluffing. Joe Biden didn't believe him. Well, folks, check this out. Greg Abbott was not bluffing. First, Texas bus drops off migrants blocks from U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. Greg Abbott was not playing games, folks. He wasn't playing games. This is a person right here that got off the bus. Now, they have a wristband, I guess, when they actually go on the bus, and when they're dropped off in Washington, D.C., they're cut off and they're let go, because this is the person here gets off the bus and look at this. He's walking away, free to go, illegal in the country, and he is allowed to go. This needs to stop. But it says here, a bus from Texas arrived in Washington, D.C. Wednesday morning, transporting dozens of illegal immigrants as part of Texas Governor Greg Abbott's new plan to counter federal immigration policies during an ongoing border crisis. Texas announced last week that he was directing the Texas Division of Emergency Management to transport illegal aliens released from federal custody in Texas to the nation's capital and other locations outside the state. The bus approximately pulled up at 8 a.m. local time, blocks away from the U.S. Capitol building. Fox News has learned that they came from the Del Rio sector in Texas after coming to the U.S. from Colombia, Cuba, Nicaragua, and Venezuela. And also, folks, there's also Ukrainians coming over there too as well. We found out about that. There's a whole bunch of people coming from all over the world from that southern border illegally. Up on the bus's arrival in Washington, D.C., individuals disembarked one by one, except for family units who exited together. They checked in with officials and had wristbands they were wearing cut off before being told they could go. So illegal immigration is alive and well, and Joe Biden just let them go, cut off the wristband, and lets them go. Lets them go, just like that. And you can see the Capitol building here in this picture, right behind there. Greg Abbott was not playing. He's not playing games with Joe Biden. According to TDEM, I should say, Abbott's plan is already working. The agency told Fox News on Monday that many of the communities that originally reached out for support, from the Rio Grande Valley to Terrell County, say the federal government stopped dropping immigrants in their towns since Abbott's announcement on April 6th. So Greg Abbott is winning, Joe Biden not so much, because now the illegal immigration has stopped a little bit. Hopefully this actually lasts on long term. Some have questioned whether Abbott's plan to bus migrants was genuine. The White House dismissed it as a publicity stunt. Even Texas State Rep Matt Schaefer, a Republican, called it a gimmick. Well, it's not a gimmick. It's not a gimmick, because also, folks, we know that the socialists, they love illegal immigration. But also you got rhino Republicans out there too. They love it as well. Well, Greg Abbott is not playing games. Now, keep in mind, we have a midterm election coming up this November. You people in Harris County, where I'm at, why in the hell would you actually vote for Beto O'Rourke? Because Beto O'Rourke, he wants this stuff to happen. He loves illegal immigration. He said he was going to tear down the wall. Also, he's coming for your guns too, by the way. You people in Harris County, man, you better wake up. You better wake up. TDEM said it dispatched buses over the weekend to border communities where it coordinated with officials to identify these illegal aliens. The agency added that each bus has the capacity and supplies necessary to carry up to 40 illegal aliens released in Texas communities and transported them to Washington, D.C. So the federal government, folks, is releasing illegal aliens into these communities, and Texas has to round them up because Joe Biden does not want to enforce the rule of law. Still, the governor's legal authority to transport busloads of migrants to the U.S. Capitol remains in question. The 2012 Supreme Court case, Arizona versus the United States, prevents states from making up their own immigration policy. Well, states shouldn't have to because we have a law in the books that illegal immigration is wrong. It's wrong. And Joe Biden is not enforcing the law. So Greg Abbott needs to do what he has to do to protect Texans, to protect the property of Texans. Those people, those Texans at the border, having their properties destroyed by illegal immigrants coming across the border, it needs to stop. But Joe Biden doesn't care. He doesn't care. Then he's dropping off these people in your communities, because he hates Texas. He hates Texans. Joe Biden hates the United States of America. So Greg Abbott wasn't playing. He was not playing games. Now, this is a wake-up call for Joe Biden. This thing needs to stop. Joe Biden actually needs to be removed from office. And, you know, based on what we're hearing, man, Joe Biden may not be around very long in the Oval Office. We'll have to see what happens, but that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, Greg Abbott drops off buses at Washington, D.C., blocks away from the U.S. Capitol, and the federal government is just releasing these people. This just shows you, man, how corrupt the U.S. government is. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.